Kiddos. So today we are going to see part 7 and we are doing the PYQ marathon of 2024 NEET question paper and the paper code is R1. Okay, let's begin with the very first question. Match list 1 with list 2. List 1. Pleurobrachia, radula, stomachord, bladder. List 2, mollusca, ctenophora, ostrich, thieves and hemichordata. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. You have option A, B, C and D. Come on children, quick. Your time starts right now. Amazing. And the answer is option A. So why is that so, children? So pleurobrachia, of course, it is very much related to ctenophora, right? The hair-like structures. Radula to mollusca, stomachord, the primitive notochord, right? To hemichordata, air bladder in ostrich thieves. So look at this, children. Ctenophora, they are very comb-like, right? The comb-like cilia like marine animals. Pleurobrachia is a good example for ctenophora. Radula, a very unique structure, ribbon-like tooth structure, which is found in mollusca for what purpose? For cutting food before digestion, right? And stomachord is like primitive notochord, which is found in hemichordata. Air bladder, which helps in which gives buoyancy for floating in ostrich thieves, right? So the answer is option A. Next one. There are 3 types of muscles. You're learning this from grade 9. A, B, C. Identify the correct matching pairs. So A, they are saying skeletal triceps. B, smooth stomach. C, cardiac heart. Option B, if you see skeletal biceps, they are saying. Or B, involuntary intestine. C, smooth heart, they are saying. Option C, involuntary nose tip, skeletal bone, cardiac heart respectively. Option D, smooth toes, skeletal legs and cardiac heart respectively. So what do you think is right here? Definitely only one is absolutely true, one option for the 3 figures. So what type of muscle, and for each they have added an example. So the type and the example should be correct. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Amazing, and the answer is option A. Student, first of all, long, cylindrical, multinucleated, definitely A is skeletal. B, spindle shaped, uninucleated, tapered ends, definitely it's smooth muscle. C, you have again cylindrical but uninucleated and branched, right? Striated and also branched. So this is cardiac muscle. So that is very clear. Skeletal, smooth and cardiac. Even if you look for the type, only one option has 3 types correct, which is option A. And the respective examples, A is triceps, smooth muscle for stomach and heart, cardiac. That's true. So option A is the correct answer. I have added the answer explanation. You can see it. 63. Sorry. Okay, moving on to the next question. Match list 1 and list 2. List 1, the subphases of prophase 1, diakinesis, pachytene, zygotine, leptotene, and list 2 specific characters. Synoptimal complex formation, completion of terminalization of chiasmata, chromosomes look like thin threads, appearance of recombination nodules. Very, very important, the subphases of prophase 1, you have to know it, children. Come on, rightly match A, B, C, D with 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know, few classic examples for this specific subphases, right? Try to match them. Come on, quick. And here goes the answer. Option B, children. If you see, diakinesis is completion of the terminalization of chiasmata. That everybody knows. And another one is C, if you see, you all know zygotine is synoptimal complex formation begins. So these two are one ideal situations. You all know this. So try matching that. Only one option says A2 and C1, right? Yeah, you can go with that. And pachytene, if you see, appearance of recombination nodules, right? And then what is left? Leptotene, if you see, is nothing but chromosome look like thin threads. So look at these stages. Yeah, leptotene is where they appear as thin threads, marking the beginning of the prophase 1. Zygotine is where the synoptimal complex starts forming, right? Yeah, the synapses attachment of the homologous chromosome starts. And then pachytene is where the chromosomes become shorter and thicker and recombination nodules will occur. And that's why the crossing over will occur. Diakinesis, definitely terminalization of chiasmata is completed. Okay. Next one. Choose the correct answer from the options below. If you're following my shots, this will be easy. List 1, Down syndrome, alpha thalassemia, beta thalassemia, Klinefelter syndrome. List 2, 11th chromosome, X chromosome, 21st chromosome, 16th chromosome. Please look at the option and pick the right one. First match list 1 with list 2. Your time starts 3, 2, 1 right now. Okay, cool. The answer is nothing but option B, children. Yeah. So you all know that the Down syndrome is nothing but related to the 21st chromosome, the trisomy 21, 3 chromosome, right? XXY. So that is the condition here. Thalassemia, defect in chromosome 16, which affects the production of alpha globin chains. Beta thalassemia is linked to chromosome 11, affecting formation of beta globin chains. And Klinefelter syndrome is a genetic condition where an extra X chromosome, that is XXY, is found. Okay? statement is incorrect, children. Most commonly used bioreactors are stirring types. Bioreactors are used to produce small-scale bacterial cultures. Bioreactors have an agitated system, an oxygen delivery system, and a foam control system. A bioreactor provides optimal growth condition for achieving the desired product, which is incorrect. Okay, your time starts now. And the answer is, children, bioreactors, are they used for small scale bacterial cultures? No, large scale. So that is the only incorrect statement here. Next one. Match list 1 with list 2. List 1, Pterophyllum, Myxine, Pristis, and Exocetus. List 2, the scientific name and the common name you have: hagfish, sawfish, angelfish, and flying fish. Please match list 1 with list 2. Come on, children, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, your time starts now. Okay, and the answer is option A, children. So you all know that pterophyllum, remember angel, ptero the angel. So you will never forget that pterophyllum is an angelfish. Okay, and myxine, classic example of cyclostomats, right? Yeah, so they are the jawless varieties, right? So if you see, pterophyllum is angelfish, myxine is hagfish, pristis is sawfish because it has a saw-like snout, and exocetus is a flying fish because it kind of glides in the water, right? So please keep that in your mind. The following diagram show restriction sites of E. coli cloning vector PBR322. Find the role of X and Y. Role of X and Y. Okay, first of all, what is X, what is Y? If you know that, you will find the role. X is responsible for controlling the copy number of the linked DNA, and Y is for the protein involved in replication of plasmid. X for protein involved in replication of plasmid, and Y for resistant to antibiotic. X is responsible for recognition sites, and Y is responsible for antibiotic resistance. X is responsible for resistant to antibiotics, and Y for protein involved in replication. What do you think? What is X? What is Y? Your time starts. 3, 2, 1 right now. If you know what is X and Y, you will pick the right answer. Yes, children. X is the origin of replication, right? Yeah, ORI we say. And Y is ROP, replication of plasmid. So from there itself you have the answer. So who's going to control the copy number? The origin of replication, ORI, X, right? Yeah, that plays an important role in controlling the copy number. Right, and the replication of plasmid, it codes for a protein which regulates replication process by stabilizing the ORI region. Okay, yes, so please keep that in your mind. Given below are two statements, assertion and reason. Yeah, find the correct answer. Assertion, they are saying the presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity. Is it so? Reason, the hymen is torn during the first coitus only. Is it so? So children, you have 4 options. Both statement 1 and 2 are false. Statement 1 true, 2 false. Statement 1 false, 2 true. Both statement 1 and 2 are true. Think and answer. 3, 2, 1, your time starts now. Okay. So the answer is, children, the statement 1 is absolutely true, right? The presence of or absence of hymen will never ever determine the virginity of a person, because hymen is a thin layer which can get torn due to even strenuous activities, right? Physical activities, like an athlete, say a very athletic person, or doing strenuous exercises, that can even lead to tearing of the hymen. So definitely virginity cannot be determined by presence or absence of hymen. And hymen is not just the thing which tears during the first coitus, right? As I told you, the strenuous activities can also tear the hymen. Yeah, so statement 1 is true because it's not what determines virginity. And statement 2, hymen does not always tear during first sexual intercourse. It may may remain even intact after first coitus. Okay, yeah, other non-sexual reasons can even tear the hymen. Consider the following statements. Annelids are true coelomates. Again, if you're watching my shorts, it's going to be super easy. Poriferans are pseudocoelomates. Aschelminthes are acoelomates. Platyhelminthes are pseudocoelomates. Choose the correct answer for the option given below. A, C, D, B. What do you think? Your time starts now. Which is the only correct thing here? It's a very simple question. Children, A only. Because I have already told you PA. PA stands for personal assistant. So remember, poriferans and platyhelminths are personal assistant. Poriferans, acoelomates. A stands for acoelomates. PA. Platyhelminth is P. A. Acoelomates. So these two are acoelomates, but here they are saying pseudocoelomates wrong. Aschelminthes is a classic example for pseudocoelom. The only example I can say. But here they are calling it acoelomates. So B, C, D are wrong. A is the only answer. Given below are two statements. Statement 1. In the nephron, the descending limb of the Henle is impermeable to water and permeable to electrolytes. Okay. Statement 2. The proximal convoluted tubule is lined by simple columnar brush border epithelium and increases the surface area for reabsorption. What do you think? Both statements are false. Statement 1, 2 true, 2 false. 1 false, 2 true. 1 and 2 both are true. Very simple. This is from the topic excretion. Your time starts now. And the answer is both are false. Why is it so? Children, the descending loop is highly permeable to water, but very less permeable to electrolytes. But they are saying impermeable to water and impermeable to electrolytes, which is very wrong. Okay, they are permeable to water and very little permeable to electrolytes. Okay, so therefore statement 2 is wrong. Statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2, if you see, it says proximal convoluted tubule is lined by columnar epithelium to increase surface area. This is false. The correct type of lining is cuboidal epithelium, not columnar. Okay, they have brush border like microvilli that helps in reabsorption. Okay, so both the statements are false. With that, we are winding up today's session. Hope you all enjoyed the quizzes, and children, stay tuned for the next part. Yeah, and if you like the video, do give a like, subscribe and share the content. Sharing is caring. Ta-da, bye-bye.